Now let's look at something very important, and that is musician websites. Now, some of you might be thinking, can't I just have a Facebook page or a Twitter account? But on Facebook or on Twitter, you don't control the experience of the visitor, whereas you do on your own musician website. And your own website allows you to put your music, your images, your calendar dates, everything that people would want to know about you in one place. So I thought the best way to start looking musician websites was to have a look at a few famous examples. So here's a little screen cap of Miley Cyrus's website. You see the really bright colours, which says something about her as an artist. You'll also notice here that she's only got home, events, news, video shop. She's only got 5 little tabs. We don't want to have too many. You can always use sub-menus, otherwise you'll just confuse people. But if you want to pause this for a second and look at the branding here, the pink stars and that kind of thing, and just ask yourself, what kind of messages is this website sending out? What age range is she aiming at? What gender is she aiming at? Where might the people she's aiming at live? That kind of thing. So, Jennifer Knapp's website, new album, Love Comes Back Around, out now. And very importantly, a little button where we can buy it, because sometimes if people have to go off and look for a place to buy it, they'll say to themselves, oh, I'll do that later, and then they won't do it. You want to make things easy for people, and you can see that you can actually play music quite easily at the bottom of the page. Now, don't set tracks to autoplay, because it's genuinely really annoying when you log onto a website and it just sort of plays music without your having asked it to. That does annoy some people. Again, not too many tabs. Clear image. It's where, she's really at the forefront. So again, if you want to pause this video and think a little bit about the different messages that are coming at you from the homepage of Jennifer Knapp's website. One of my favourite bands, The Divine Comedy. So note the Divine Comedy, the font that's used, very elegant. And of course they have that very elegant, witty style. And we're left under no doubt that they at the moment have a release that's out now. And again, the button that says purchase, so you can buy it as soon as you hit their website. If you're looking for their new album, you don't have to hunt around for it. You just Google Divine Comedy, go onto their website, there it is, and click Foreverland. The artwork clearly conveying the kind of message, the kind of sound that you expect to go with a Divine Comedy. If you haven't heard from them, it's a very sort of sharp, witty lyrics with an almost neoclassical sound. All the social media icons, very easy to find so that you can follow them online in various places. And then we see the little menu icon in the top left-hand corner. So it's all easy to navigate. It's very clear. Notice the lack of text. There's not a huge amount of text on any of these artists' websites when you first hit their website. Everything is very clear, easy to navigate, and the messages are mostly coming across via image. So, if you're going to start your own website, set up your own website, there's certain things you're going to want to include. But before we move on to that, I would just mention that Host Baby, who are related to CD Baby, offer a service for $20 a month where they have great templates that you can put in your own images and your own branding to set up your website. Or WordPress for free websites is one of the bigger services on the web. There's also a site called Canva where you can buy images to use in your website. And that means you own the copyright and it's fine to use those images. So what to include in your website? You want to have a simple menu with only about 4 options. So you can use sub-menus. So for example, on my website, I have a menu option that says news. And under news, I have press for all my press that's out and calendar. And I also have a widget for the calendar elsewhere. So we want to make it simple so people can navigate it easily. You want to have your bio, and we'll talk a little bit later about how to construct a bio and how not to construct a bio. Calendar of gigs and interviews, or Any kind of events you're going to be involved in, if you know your track is being played on a certain radio show, if you're doing a live gig, put it all into your calendar, because your website should be somewhere that people can go to find out where you're going to be and when. Put some tracks up, but not whole albums. Just enough music for people to get a flavour of your music. YouTube videos live are also good embedded into your website, because record labels and industry professionals will want to know what you sound like live as well as on recordings. News. So having a news page and keeping updating it is a great way to improve your SEO, your search engine optimization, when people are looking for you online. And if your news page isn't regularly updated, if it looks a bit out of date, people will wonder if you're still in the music business. A sign-up form to your email list, completely essential. And of course, widgets to all your social media. And a store. So I love it when people buy my albums via my website rather than when they buy them on, say, Amazon, because I don't owe anybody any commission. I just make the money. So that's a nice facility to have. Your artist bio. Now, I have to be honest, over the course of my career, when I've done a little bit of work for music blogs and when I've been working in A&R, I have read some truly shocking bios that have more put me off an artist than interested me in them. So let's have a look at how to write an effective bio. It should be about 10 lines. People don't want to read a War and Peace sized bio. They just want you to hit the high notes and tell them what's different about you, your USP, your unique selling point. It's not supposed to be a work of art. So if you were writing a CV, if you were applying for a job, you wouldn't write it in the form of an epic poem, say, because there are some people that view their bio as a work of art and it's almost like they're writing an autobiography. But professionals like me just don't have time to wade through that. I'm not saying it should be bullet pointed, but it should be to the point. Include your main achievements. Have you worked with anyone cool? Have you played any major gigs? Do you have any special talents, such as, playing a really obscure instrument, or can you sing 5 octaves? Or, tell us the main core of your skills and achievements. Quotes should be by other people and not by you, even if the quotes are by someone who've been to a gig rather than by a really famous music magazine. But I've read things in people's bios such as their music has been compared to the Beatles. Well, who compared their music to the Beatles? Because if you don't tell me who said that, it comes across like you said it yourself, and that's quite frankly a little bit obnoxious. Give contact details for press and bookings. As ever, if you'd like any feedback or you've got any questions, feel free to post them in the Q&A section or to send me a PM. And if you'd like me to give you some feedback on your website, I'd be more than happy to do that.